Hey, what's going on, guys? So we're gonna see this game between Zyman was God or Zeman here in the blue at 8:58 versus Pitbull in the red here at 9:49. So first turn, our player in the blue was going first. He summoned Tour Guide. Our player in the red happened to activate Maxi. Our player just decided to go for a Tour Guide and ended his turn. So that does kind of reveal that he probably has Sangan in his hand. But yeah, a Maxi just came out and. That's going to hurt Rabbit just a little bit because, I mean, he is going to go essentially +1, but realistically it's not going to actually be a plus because Logia is also a +1. It's just an inherent auto +1, so it's kind of like going neutral, but it does help, definitely. I mean, whenever you can max you for 2 cards at least, definitely do it. So let's see what he ends up doing. Well, and a mind control comes out, and that's going to hurt so much. I almost guarantee that's going to be a Sangan. So, let's see. He's going to random space, okay. Interesting choice. I guess our player's option was to flip and destroy Stormman Eater himself. But our player in the blue was like, okay, I know that's what you want to do, so I'll do it for you. But yeah, Logia is a pretty darn good card. But yeah, setting against Logia is always the best thing to do. And it's always good to keep, at least one back row-ish, because in the off chance that, they try to go for Dolka, you can like Solemn Warning it, and that will be pretty good. And a Torrential Tribute comes out, but that will force Logia to negate. However, if our player happens to have a Veiler, no Veiler, okay. But yeah, and a Spirit Reaper comes out, and that's kind of a wall that Dino Rabbit can't really deal with. Ooh, and our player is also playing Dino Rabbits. I guess main decking Spirit Reaper is pretty decent. Just because sometimes you draw those normal monsters and you're like, oh, I don't really want to set them. But it could take some time to get rid of that. He's gonna go. Ooh. So I believe we're seeing possibly a game 2. Obviously, Siding Reaper is basically really good. And on top of that, Mirror of Oaths I don't think would be main decked. So yeah, this possibly could be game 2 or 3, or they're just playing over and over. But let's see what happens. So Tour Guide comes out, and most likely that will resolve in another Logia, I'm guessing. Just so, oh, he's gonna go for Sangan. Interesting. I was expecting a Levier, but perhaps he doesn't have any more targets, so that's why he's making that. Well, let's see what he makes. Oh, okay, so yeah, he is gonna go for that. So perhaps he already has the Tour Guides in the graveyard, and that's why he went for Sangan. Because usually you don't exceed with Sangan. But if a player happens to have Forbidden Lance, he should be able to finish the game right now. Or when Avarice comes out. So yeah, maybe he's going to be able to draw into Forbidden Lance or Smashing Ground, which is another card that I mentioned that was great in a side deck choice. And you can see Mirror of Oaths is actually not that bad because not only does it get rid of the monsters, I'm sure it doesn't bottomless, it doesn't remove them, but the extra draw is really good. It's a +1 essentially that way, rather than just 1-for-1ing essentially, as far as card advantage goes. So Avarice will go to the grave and see if he has to have Smashing. Oh, he's gonna make interesting. So let's see what he makes. I believe there's a card called Black Corn. Oh no, he's not gonna make that. But yeah, I mean, making that is still a great play. And on top of that, he'll be able to make another. And Logia will probably say no to that. That's my guess. I would say getting rid of it early on is right because he's just going to Solemn Warning it, okay? And Solemn Warning the effect would be the best thing to do, not the summon of Rabbit. But yeah, he still has another Levier effect, so this is going to be quite painful if he, yeah, looks like he's going to be able to do that. He should get his opponents. So yeah, but at the moment, still doesn't have an answer to Spirit Reaper, and you can see how much Spirit Reaper puts a thorn in their side. It just stalls for long. I believe Dolka would be making the best yes at the moment. Dolka would definitely be good. I'm not sure how our player is going to come back from this. He would really need, smashing. He needs smashing around plus dark hole realistically to be able to do anything, and that will get rid of Spirit Reaper. But Spirit Reaper is doing a pretty good job there of saving our player in the blue. And so he just passes. The Thunder King comes out, so I guess I can. He does not run. Blackluster Soldier, which is interesting. I mean, or you can side it out perhaps, just because it's a less consistent card in this variant. Just because sometimes you don't happen to have that Veiler in the grave. I don't know what the point of doing that was. Because Levier didn't do anything, you know what I mean? And obviously Thunder King can just get run over unless he has Honest in his hand, but then Dolka can negate that anyway, so... I don't see what the point of summoning the Thunder King was, really. But yeah, our player in the blue needs Dark Hole plus Smashing to actually even attempt to come back from this. Because our player in the red still has a field, and he has more cards in his hand as well. So Elijah's going to attack a face down. Oh, a face down Maxi. See, I don't understand. I mean, Dolka could negate Maxi anyways, but I mean, I see no point to setting it. Unless he's trying to get more cards for Pot of Avarice. And he would rather send back Maxi, perhaps. And that will force him to negate. And another Maxi goes to the grave. Dark Hole would be really good right now. Just because... But I'm pretty sure our player in the... Yep! Dark Hole finally comes out. And yeah, so he was setting up to bait... Ooh, he's able to activate it. But, ooh, and why would you set Thunder King? I mean, I guess he has too many cards in his hand. But he could have had one more. And Thunder King is a good card against that deck. I really feel like he shouldn't have just set Thunder King. I don't know. So Tour Guide comes out, and I'm pretty sure he wished he had that Maxi right now. That's my guess, and that's why I really didn't see a point in setting the Maxi, and that might actually come back to hurt him, because, let's see, I mean, let's see what he ends up going for. I think going for Zen means wouldn't be a bad option, because I believe he's already used, and for my BLS says hi, and so our player in the red totally said, he's like, no, I don't run Blackluster Soldier. So let's see, he removes the face down, which is a more safe play essentially. Ooh, and that was a Sangan. But as you guys can see, that Maxi probably would have helped. Let me set those Maxis. It just didn't seem like a good option. I mean, perhaps he was thinking, oh, I don't want to get attacked for game. But, I mean, at that point, like, you're going to lose anyways. Just because you've lost so much card advantage. And Maxi was the only thing that was going to keep you in the game. Cobblezole. Well, Cobblezole can run into Sangan. Or Tour Guide. And maybe see what she's going to set one. Oh, Smashing Ground. Smashing Ground. We'll get rid of that, though. Now, I don't know if Sangan will have any great targets after this. And there's so many set cards. A Lance. Oh, no. I was expecting a Lance out of that. He's just drawing a card to see what he would draw it into because it's game, essentially. And he had Heavy Storm. Let's see. Let's see if he has... setting. That's a lot of sets. But yeah, he did happen to have Storm Judgment. So possibly that was game 2, guys. But thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.